Hello, everybody. It is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia. And of course, I'm here with another Create and Relate. Hi, Lana. Yay, I'm glad you found it. Hi, Jen. How are you all? So, I'm super excited. I'm a little upset with StreamYard and my Chromebook. So, I might have to choose a different way to do the timer thing. But we're still going to do it. We're not going to let this stop us. So, how is everyone on this Saturday? I'm excited that I've been with you guys for a whole year. That to me is super exciting. And before we get started, forgive me, I just had lunch. This is going to pose a problem because the pictures I want to show you are on my phone. I did not take the pictures down from the wall because they're up there. And I promised you that I was going to show you artwork. So I'm going to keep trying to get StreamYard on my Chromebook as well. And once it comes up, then I'll just kind of switch over and then I can show you the pictures via the phone. But I would like to thank all of my subscribers. I am one away from my goal. My goal was 365 and 360. This is day number 365 that I've been with YouTube. And I really want to hit that mark. And then we're going to shoot for the 500s and the bigger numbers. We're going to have more charts and things up back here. And we're going to mark it as we go. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. So, some of the pieces that you'll see today, we saw last month. Hi, Michelle. Look at it on Safari. Will it pick up the same thing? Hey, Bonnie. How are you? I don't like this little thing, share your referral link. It is kind of in the way. Okay. I wish I could move it. Let's say it. Yes, everybody, please hit the thumbs. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Did my mic go out again? Okay, it says it's working. I don't want you all to hear me in duplicate. Hmm. Okay. Hey, sis. How are you? I am fighting technology. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. We are going to take a couple of breaks because I do have a lot to show. I've been working a lot. I have. So we're going to go back to this beauty, which is the mitered blanket. Mitered, Mitered. And we've got all kinds of pinks and peaches and skin tones and And our opening bid for this baby is $100 even. It's the most expensive piece you'll see today. And our time will start now. And we have 5 minutes. Thank you. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that so much. When I made this blanket, I had been gifted the pattern and the material for a Cooper's blanket, which is a form of the metered blanket, however you want to say it. And I enjoyed working with it. I did, but I wanted to do something different. I wanted to have that square in the middle and just work out from that square instead of having the 4 squares and working out from the 4 squares. And that's how that one came to be. And I absolutely love it. It was all done with Temu yarn. It's all 4 worsted weight, kind of a thin 4 worsted weight. Was worked with an eye hook, a 5.5, and I crochet kind of fast, so it didn't take me long to do it. It took longer than it should have, but it really did not take me long to do it at all. So we have 3.5 minutes left, and that is going for 100. Um, if you read the guidelines and the rules and the instructions and all that good stuff, you know that I am including postage on my end. So there would be nothing extra. And I'm still working with the computer because it would make things a lot easier for me. So we are 2.5 minutes in. It's kind of lightweight. It's not very heavy at all. It would be good for, say, a spring night, even a summer night. If it was like kind of windy or something, early fall, it's good for that. Or just a little something extra if you're sitting like in your living room and don't have the fireplace on and just want something light. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. The computer's coming around slowly. Okay. Down to the last 20 seconds. Okay. Well, there we have it. That's the mitered blanket. If you're interested in a later date, just contact me. Now, this beauty, we thought this beauty was finished yesterday, but she actually got 2 more rows down at the end. I had to put a border on it. I had to put a border on it. It just would not go without a border. This was done with all just yarn, the Premier Just Yarn from Dollar Tree. It took 8.5 balls of that yarn to get it done. So you're looking at, we're going to say 450 grams. So that's this beauty. I enjoyed working on this. It took altogether about, I would say, maybe 11 hours to do it. And it was a joy. It was a joy working with it because I was pushing myself to get it done. I knew that I wanted it done for the day. So it's very lightweight. It's not heavy at all. You will see if you can do double crochet, um, chain stitches, and single crochet, done. This is my design. And you have diamonds here. It's kind of hard to see the diamonds here in the brown unless you hold it against a light background. And you see where we have our peaks and valleys in the white. And then we have the double rows of the fan here just to give it a little more texture down here at the bottom. And we have the triple V and the triple V for the border. And this beauty, the opening bid is $75. So 75 for the beautiful shawl. I'll leave it open for a little while. $75. It's enough to cover the girls. And I have healthy girls. So it covers them fine. Comes down to about the elbow. I'm a thick chick. So on someone smaller, it would fall a little more. But I am 300 plus, and I do have a G chest. So for someone else, it would fall a little more. But it comfortably covers me without being too hot, too bulky. And it feels really, it's really, really, really lightweight. Thank you. Thank you. I think I've confused StreamYard because whereas it was coming through on the Chromebook, it kind of stopped. So now every now and then, and the messages were popping up on TV. Now they're not. Okay. We can start all over. That is the brown and white. I did not come up with a name for it. So whoever gets it is free to name it, whatever they'd like to name it. I was going to, I was thinking of something um, that included diamonds in the name. I don't know. And I got the fan on, y'all. Oh boy. Like I said, it is very lightweight. It took It took about 425 grams. I'm sorry, I'm dropping stuff. Forgive me. There we go. Like I said, it took approximately 11 hours to make it if I had just gone straight through and worked with it. But you know how we do. We have all sorts of other stuff going on. So we have approximately 3 minutes left. Okay. Trying to get everything set up for everybody. Have a little more than a minute and a half left. And it's going for 75, nothing extra. Okay, not long. If anybody wants to jump on it. About 20 seconds left. Six, five, four, three, two, one, and stop. Okay. So same as with the blanket, if you're interested, just reach out and let me know and we can talk about it. The next thing up is this beautiful 4-compartment Skittles purse with the adjustable strap. It can go crossbody. You can shorten the strap by simply pulling on the inside, which is where the strap is here. You can pull it and make your straps shorter on the outside. Or it can be a long handle purse. You can pull it more. Where it's a short handle purse, you can tuck it on the inside of the strap, which is corded, and carry it as a clutch. It has one button in the front. One button in the front. This also is made from 4 worsted weight table yarn. It took about 150 grams. You know, they don't tell you yardage, but it took 3 balls to make it. You have the one front compartment, the middle compartment. You have 2 back compartments. You can put ink pens, glasses, wallet, whatever you want to put in it. A small notebook for those of us who love to write. And for folks like me and Michelle who take notes for the notes that the notes were taken for, so that it's noted that we did the note taking for the notable us. Did I get that right, Michelle? So the opening bid for this one is $30. So let me know. $30. Thank you, Lana. We got a bid for 45. Thank you. I love you. This is made with my stitch. It is my design. This is the thermal half double crochet. So you will feel that it's very thick and sturdy. Things that would normally fall through won't fall through. Needles are going to fall through. I do have baskets, Lana. I do. So, okay. We got like 3.5 minutes left. And we have a bid of 45. Okay. I think we're getting back on track a little bit. It's real plushy. That's why I keep. How many of you all remember the commercial? Please don't squeeze the Charmin, Mr. Whipple. And then they always caught him over squeezing the Charmin. You have a little more than 1.5 minutes left. I used to love that commercial. All of them. That one and Ho, 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 Green Giant. And how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? 1, a 2, a 3, a 3. I guess you can see that I was a little bit of a commercial buff. Absolutely love the commercials. Okay, we are. If it says Libby's, Libby's, Libby's on the label, you will like it, like it, like it. Table, it says Libby's, Libby's, Libby's on the label. Yes. I know Libby's. We have 23 seconds left. Everything that I have made, I have enjoyed making. I find that the more I challenge myself, the more I enjoy it, especially when it's completed, because most of the time I will meet or beat my deadline. And then the fact that, not only I did it, but I completed it. I didn't follow someone else's. Okay, we are out of time. This is for you, Michelle. Do you watch the old commercial shows on YouTube? Very seldom. Very seldom. I'll usually put that on and go do whatever I have to do and let the grandkids watch it. So this is Michelle's for 45. Why was I sitting? You know what they say about birds of a feather. Congratulations, Michelle. The purse is yours. So that goes right there. Yay! I put it on one. I can't do that, Lana. And I'm gonna tell Lana, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna tell you why. I can't listen to words when I sleep. I just found out. When I do, I incorporate it in my dreams. I was looking at Knit 360. I forgot the rest of his name. Knit 360 Vlogs. I was looking at him the other night, and he was spinning yarn. And in my dream, I was in his living room watching him spin. I don't know this man. I don't know this man. And I was there with my best friend, and she was sitting in the back. I will, Michelle. But she was sitting in the back, and she had her head back, and she was snoring. And I was mad because it's like every time I opened my eyes from nodding out, he was looking right at me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go a little bit different because I was asked for this. And I'll show you this first. This one is a set of 3. It's the red, white, and blue baskets. You have medium, small, and extra small. And this entire set goes for $60. That's 3 baskets, medium, small, and extra small. And the opening bid is $60. These were made with big twists. Big twists. This one was made with the varsity red, and there was a different red that they had that I had made the smaller ones with, but my goal at the time was to get rid of the stash. So everything else was uniform. All of them have the 2 handles on the side. Like I said, they're nice and sturdy. And the opening bid is $60. These are good also for project baskets. They're good. And I mean, even though this one is small, this one, the extra small, I have actually sold a few of these, and everybody says they are really good for like your remote, your ink pens, things that you have sitting right beside you when you're looking at TV. Everything thus far has been 100% acrylic, so it is all washable and dryable. The baskets, I find better to let them sit in the air dry. I've made bigger baskets for the grandbabies, the biggest ones I've made. I made for them, and they use them as toy boxes. So they're really sturdy. They last. Got a minute and a half left. Bring a stool over here. Okay. Okay. Go down to 28 seconds. I'm sorry, 38 seconds. No glasses, couldn't see, sorry. The first baskets I made. Hey, John, how are you? The first baskets I made, um, I kind of meshed the colors together. They worked out really well. I did the first time I made a basket was last year actually, and when my neighbor saw it, I could barely get it off my hook. She bought it right away, and talked to her yesterday, as a matter of fact, and she had me to step in the living room, and she uses it as a decorative piece in her living room, and it's cute. It's really big. The first ones I made were like massively large, and I was afraid because I didn't think that they were going to hold their integrity because of them being so big. Okay, so our bidding is over. Okay, and then we have another set. This one is a set of two, and what we have is a large basket. These are in the green, and we have another medium basket in it. So here you only have two, but you have a medium and a large. And you can see with the large that it still holds its integrity. It still holds. I'm holding with one hand at the bottom, so it's still holding. All of the baskets have two handles. One of the things that I'm going to be shooting for in the next baskets that I make, I want to make laundry baskets for everybody. So these are 3-strand. It's still 100% acrylic. Most of the yarn that was used in this was Karen 1 pound. I think I probably have a little bit. I know the teal here is Big Twist. I think everything else is Karen 1 pound. Nope, I'm sorry, because my green here is Mainstay. And I normally don't mix. I normally don't mix brands like that, but they're kind of close, and they work so well together. Sometimes, like, if you put Red Heart and Big Twist together, it's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. Um, but Big Twist, Mainstay, Karen 1 pound, Karen 1 pound tends to run thicker. It runs thicker than the Big Twist. And the closest I've found on my end here to Big Twist is the Mainstay. The Mainstay, whoo, they did something. They did. They stepped up their game. They really did. I remember when there was something before they became Mainstay. I forgot what it was. Did I tell you? I told you this one was 60 as well, right? I hope I did, because I had already started the countdown, but we'll say it again. But it's going for 60. It's two of them. You have the large and you have the medium. And even though we're down to a minute and a half, because I had started my timer, I'll give it an extra minute. I have this thing, Lana, with colors. Um, I'm I'm a darer. I'm very adventurous. I'm true to my I am very true to my zodiac sign. I'm 100% Sagittarius. And I am adventurous and I try things lots of times that other people wouldn't try, you know, just to see if it'll work. And lo and behold, lots of times it does. So that's what we have as far as those baskets are concerned. Okay. So, okay. All right. That's it for those baskets. Now we're going to go with another kind of one. It's like a little bigger than an extra small, but I only did that the extra small price. And this is the extra small. And we're starting the bidding at 16. And see what I mean about mixing the colors? It's like you had this green, and I could only see like a rust or an orange going with it, you know, or even a brick red. You know what I find, Lana, as far as colors are concerned, if you just try it, just go for it. Because color is color is conceptualized to me. It's going for 16. Now shipping and handling included. I love the heart. See there? I got a bid for 20. We got a 20. Do we have more? That's a pretty baby. Like I said, when I made, there was another small one that I made that I got feedback from right away. And it was a lady that used to teach with my mother. And she was like, "You have no idea." She says, "I put my asthma pump in there. I put my telephone in there. I put my remote control, ink pens, everything that I want beside me when I lay back in my recliner is right here at reach and not just rolling all over the table." I do. I do. I'm going to list all of that so that you'll have access to it. I will. It's in my description. It's in the post under the rules and instructions, but I will list it again. Okay, cool. Yes, 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 yes. Um, see, I get. Okay, here we are. That is the email for my PayPal. Okay, there it is. Whew, I kept trying to put it up there. There it is. That is the email for the PayPal. I'll let that sit for a little while. Okay, 15 seconds. And it is Lena's. Yay! Okay, we're going to let everybody crack knuckles right here. Breathe for a second. I am going to jot a couple of things down, but I'm still right here. If anybody has any questions or anything. Oh, oh, I'm so happy. I wish I had music for you all. Still working on that. And we have Michelle. Okay. Okay, guys. We don't have very many more to go. And I'm still trying to see if I can pull the StreamYard up on the computer. And that way I can show you the pictures that I so desperately wanted to share with you all. It's Catherine with a C. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how I got my nickname. First of all, I gotta go back to when I was 9 years old. Um, I asked my mom to please stop calling me Catherine, to just call me Kathy, and she said, "Why?" I said, "Because no one pronounces my name properly. They look at my name and they say Catherine, and it upsets me. And when I correct them, they still don't say it right. I was named after my grandmother, and my grandmother's name is Catherine. Therefore, my name is Catherine." And my mother said to me then, and I've always held it to heart, "You can spell your name XYZ if you want to and pronounce it Ann. That is your name. That is who you are. And no one has the right to muddle your name." So y'all can see where I got my sass from. I get it honest. So going through life with that, there comes the time that I meet and marry the first husband. Now, the first husband was from New York. Now, I'm a country girl. I'm from Wilson, North Carolina. I got a little bit of a southern twang when I'm like real comfortably. Catch me when I first wake up. You think I came straight out of somebody's tobacco field, sorry. Here's the 50%. I'm going to have to check it. Um, and all of that's in my phone right now. And it's going to take me out of this if I go there. So just bear with me for a moment. I got you. But I used to love to hear him say, Kathy, Kathy. And it got to the point that our friends would tease him because of him being a New York boy, saying my name, Kathy. So I'm working with him one evening and I'm like, say Kathy, not Kathy. And we're talking about it. He said, you know what? Your growl is worse than your bite. I'm not calling you Kathy. And you're not grown enough to be a cat yet. So I'm just gonna call you Kitty. And I thought about it. I was like, my mom's nickname was Rabbit, and I used to want my grandparents to call me Bunny. I can take Kitty. I can take Kitty. So he comes up to my job one day and he's calling me Kitty. And my manager knew that I was from North Carolina. So then they start my whole nickname was Kitty Hawk from North Carolina. But it stuck. It stuck for a few years. And when I got tired of that, I just dropped everything and I was like, just call me Kitty. Then I got sort of disgusted with that because people would say Miss Kitty, or they would come up with jokes like I had never heard the jokes before. You mean like Miss Kitty from Gunsmoke? Ha ha. I'm like, are you serious? Get a life. I mean, seriously. So when I got tired of hearing all the jokes, I changed the spelling of it. I went from Kitty to Kittee. And then I started doing stand up poetry, and they were still calling me Miss Kitty. So I put Sexy Kitty in front of it. But since I had changed the Y to double E, I changed the Y in sexy to double E as well, which is why we have, see if I can get it in here in time. There you go. It should be coming up any moment. There it is. That's my PayPal account. Hi, Jonathan. How are you? I'm trying to read your name on the TV screen. I'm sorry. Things didn't go quite as we planned them for today, but it's still working. And I'm happy about that. I'm happy that we had more than one avenue to go. So let's get back into the auction. Now, y'all know about my name and how I got it. So these two items. Now we're going to go to another medium. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to show you two mediums because they're both the same price. And I said mediums, these are smalls, I'm sorry. Not extra small, just small. Yeah. And if you bid on them, just let me know which color you're bidding on. But these are the small baskets. We have one in black, gray, and white. We have the other one in brown tones, brown and beige tones. Okay. And the opening bid for each is $24. So if you're interested in the black and white one, or gray, or whichever color you choose for this one, just say like gray or black or white and give me your bid. And then for the brown tones, just say brown and give me your bid. Time starts now. Yeah, that one is Cash App, Lana, but the PayPal is the email address. So we have the gray, and like I said, these are the small baskets, not the extra small, just the small. And they are 24. Opening bid. And these are Karen 1 pound. These are pretty good for small um, works. Like, we're going to see if I can say it. Amigurumi. I still struggle with it, y'all, but I keep trying. I keep trying. And that's what counts. So, yeah. Yeah, they're really good. Can't you see your bunny parts going in here? Make your feet and legs and your arms, make your ears, and then your body and your head. And then you just take them out and put them together. Or you could get both. And you just make parts and make parts. So, yeah. So we are 2.5 minutes down. So we're at the halfway mark. Got 2.5 minutes to go. But you can bid on these beauties. This is good for dishcloths. You can put your dishcloths in them. And I'm telling you something else, because of the fact that we're trying to get rid of so much plastic and extra stuff, along with making laundry baskets, I am actually going to make one as a trash bin. It's not going to have the handles on it because we use the plastic bags that we get from Walmart and any other store as trash can liners. So, and like I said, with them being sturdy, they hold very well. They really do. They hold really well. They keep their integrity. Okay, we got 1 minute left. Just think Halloween time, you can fill these up with candy for the kids. So many things they could be used for. We use the Great Value trash bags, 13-gallon trash bags. And whenever we purchase them, we get the double roll packs. So I have a tall, skinny one in the closet that I've made with the slit in it. So we'll stuff it in there and just pull out bags as we need them. Hey, Mama. Mama, how are you? Right now we got the baskets. We just stopped taking bids on these. But I'll run back through and show you everything at the end. We haven't gotten to the end yet, though. We still got some more items to go. And then we have a large basket. This one, the yellow and brown. Like Lana, this is what I meant by, okay, I'm gonna call you later. But this is what I meant by just trying the colors. Um, Normally my gold, I usually keep a supply of gold and royal blue. Um, my daughter is Sigma Gamma Rho, and that's their colors. And she always wants something. So, in an attempt to go through my current yarn stash, and I'm sticking to that, I am sticking to it. I want it all gone, and then I will replenish it. Because in my mind, and it's just my mind, um, I don't want the yarn to get old. So I said, this is the large, and the opening bid for this one is $32. You see, it's nice and sturdy. This would be about the size that I would use for the trash can for my room. It's also good for like things under the sink, in the kitchen or the bathroom. I like to change my shower curtains out every month, and I have a lot of cloth shower curtains. So I fold them up, stick them in here. I got like 15 different shower curtains. Something about going to my bathroom, seeing the same thing for longer than a month drives me crazy. And changing shower curtains and rugs is something I can do. Um, yeah. So this one's 32. This also is Karen, 1 pound, nice and sturdy. Everything that I've shown thus far has been 100% acrylic. This one too would be good for bunny parts or giraffe parts. People with patience who can do it. Let me tell y'all what happened with my giraffe. See, what had happened was I was making the giraffe, y'all, and I was really proud of myself for making the giraffe. And then when we got to the part about making the head and we were making the neck, and I went back, I'm like, mine just doesn't look right for some reason. I was supposed to have 30 stitches, and for some reason I had 20 stitches going around. I'm like, I am choking my giraffe. I am choking the life out of my giraffe. So I decided I would frog it. Yes, I was I frogged it. I did. Mama, I was really trying. I think I'm gonna have to wait until I get my whips down to single digits. And I can just sit there and pull it apart and redo it and pull it apart and redo it and pull it apart and redo it until I get it right. I try. I'm really trying, but I also understand that everything is not everybody's niche. So I get that. I get that. But I need somebody to get this. $32. We use as a project bag. If you give out a lot of Halloween candy, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's a lot of room in there. You can hold a baby blanket in there and the yarn and your needles, everything. Get your little pouch to keep your notions in. This would be good. This is good. 32 about $32. Just 32. And we're down to under a minute. I might end up taking y'all on a little tour with me so that you all can see the artwork. Some of it is here in my room, so we wouldn't have to go on a long field trip. Okay. Okay. That's it for that basket. Now we come to another item that I love to do. Okay, let me show you this. I had fun making this. This is actually a washcloth set. You have two washcloths. You have a 7-inch washcloth and a 9-inch washcloth. And this that it's resting in is like a hand poofer. So you could wash your face. It stays cupped over your hand and you could wash your face with it. So the set itself, I have the set ready to go for the opening bid at $20 for the set. And this is peaches and cream, stripy. It's softer than the solid colors of the peaches and cream. It's stretchy. It's really nice and soft. And of course, it's 100% cotton, washable, dryable. When I tell y'all that these make really good washcloths, they really, really, really do. Um, I suffer from dry skin. The solids to me are very good as skin exfoliants. These are really good on your face. I don't know if I told you, I think I did tell you all that I don't use soap on my face because the skin on my face is very delicate. I will do ice baths on my face. I will do the hot to cold, but I wash my face every day, several times a day. I make sure I get, somebody called them eye boogers, but I make sure I get all the sleep out of my eyes and, from the corners of my mouth and um, skin regime. Drink lots of water, y'all. If you don't like the taste of water, get flavor to go in it. And you know who I'm talking to. You know who I'm talking to. I love you, Mama. I love you. I do understand. But these feel really good. When I use them, like I'll use I'll use a washcloth maybe a couple of times. Um, I got a basket in there that is full of washcloths. But I'll use one like a couple of times and I'll lay it out flat on the sink to dry. I'm laughing, Joan, because you caught my message. But when it dries, it's just so, you have to worry lots of times about getting all the soap out that would be in it. I don't use soap on my face. I don't worry about the ones I use for my face. But thank you, Lana. I'm gonna get that right one day. I am. I prefer to just call you sis. I prefer to just call you sis. I can't mess that up. And I always try to get it right because I know how I feel about my name. Um, but the one that I use on my body, the solid color ones, and I use purple and red. But when I rinse all of the soap out of it, it's not hard to get the soap out of them. It's not. They hold the soap as long as they need to hold it. And you can wash yourself really, really, really well. But when you rinse them out, they rinse really well. Because you can tell in the washcloth when it holds on to soap because when it dries, it'll get stiff. But these, no problem. My grandkids even rinse all of the soap out of it. Like I said, this set is going for $20. It's a 3-piece set. 7-inch washcloth, 9-inch washcloth, and the face poofer that you just slide your hand into and rub it on your face. When I was coming up, I used to use Noxzema. Um, as a child, my grandparents and mom had me using Physoderm, and we don't know what happened or when. Okay, I get it. Lana, Lana, Lois and Lana Lane, got it. I'm gonna get it. I'm telling you. But the one thing that I thought I would always be able to use on my face, my god sister was living with me, and she got the Aveeno oatmeal face wash, and I tried it, and less than 20 minutes later, I had this huge dry patch right here, and I had one right here, and I didn't want to go outside until it looked so, oh my God, to me, it looked so disgusting. And everybody else was like, you can hardly see it. Once you put lotion on, I'm like, I don't put lotion on my face. I don't put lotion on my face. It's gonna clog my pores. But I learned at that moment, I think I was in my early 30s. I learned at that moment that I just could not put commercial products on my face. So I stopped. And I think my face looks really beautiful for 61. Thank you. Okay, sis, I got you. I got you. It's okay. Okay, y'all, time is up for the $20 set. Any of these items that I show, if you're interested in them at all, anytime that I'm live on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 1. If you want to see them again then, just to see what they are, or you can reach out to me via email, which the email I gave you prior to this message that's on the screen is a way to reach me also, and that's also my PayPal email. So we have many ways that I can be reached. Just reach out, and like I said, let me know. Okay, now for the lusciousness. Right here, guys. Okay, first up, we have the small market bag. Blue, yellow, and white. Sugar and cream. Mm-mm. Peaches and cream, I'm sorry. Corded drawstring strap. Closed in bottom. I like to close in the bottom of my market bags. Because if you're carrying things like grapes, small grapes, or small pieces of fruit, garlic that falls apart, it's going to fall through your holes. It's not what you want. You want all of your food to get home. So, and our small market bag is going for $23. It's the only small one I have at the moment. Also, if you see anything and you want different colors, you can also reach out to me. It's $23. Like I said, this is for those who like maybe go to the store every day and pick up a few fruits. If you're blessed enough to live like between a Walmart and an Aldi's, like I do, I can go get my cherries because I suffer from arthritis and gout a lot. So I love the cherries. And we all love the grapes. This does very well with the bananas and strawberries and blackberries and blueberries. I'm trying to tell you, it works. It works. Forget my light changes, my control is right here by my arm. So every time my arm touches it, we get something different. It's just that half asleep and thought of the bill. Reach up, and touch. Reach out and touch someone. Reach out. Yes, I remember that one too. Do you remember this one? You could not tell me that that was not my brother coming up. I thought he was the cutest. You touch him and he just goes, oh, Lord, have mercy. $23, y'all. Come on, come on, come on. I don't know if you all heard that or not, but we might hear a lot of that. I live very close to Langley Air Force Base. And y'all know the times that we're in. So we hear a lot of that. One time they got so close to the apartment building, I was sitting on the patio outside and the entire building shook. I mean, all of us were coming outside to see. And the people across the parking lot from us said that they got so close to the apartment, they really thought that they were going to hit us. Anytime they got close enough that the vibration made our entire building shake. We have 12 units in each breezeway, and we have 3 breezeways in this building. So there are 36 apartments right here. And it made the entire structure shake. It is concerning and it's scary. It's very scary because a lot of what they're doing out there now is practice. Practice and training. Okay. We're in the countdown mode. The next time we do this, and I am going to do it again. Um, Tomorrow, I will probably hop on live kind of early in the morning. Those of you who are able to catch it, if you don't, just catch the replay. It's nothing major, but what I'm going to be doing is letting you know some fresh new ideas for the channel. Some. The complete reveal, I pray, it won't be coming until May. But there's some things that I can let you know now. Some things we got to keep under. We don't tell all of our secrets right away. Okay, so that's it for the small market bag. And there went jet number 2. I'm going to show you these 2 together, just like I did the baskets. These are the medium bags. We have pink, and blacks and grays. All of them have the closed-in bottoms. I believe in making market bags with the closed-in bottoms. I do. And I can tell you about these colorways, the choices were picked out by Oompa and Pete. And if you know, you know. Those are my grandbabies. They picked these out. They picked the solid and they picked the stripy to go with it. This is peaches and cream, all 100% cotton. Like I said, solid bottoms. This one comes up pretty solid all the way to the top. Just the opening lace at the top, but it's just airy enough that you can still get air through the bag. But everybody doesn't see what you have. This one has a little more of a lace effect at the top. We're still closed in at the bottom, so you don't lose all of your good stuff. I love you. Take care. And these are each opening bid 31, just as before. If you're bidding, just let me know what color. But each one is 31. If you want to bid on both, just put the number in twice. And I'll know that you're bidding on both. This would be good for gifts for a husband and wife. Mm-hmm. Mother and son, father and daughter, sister and brother. You know, they go to the health food store together. You know what these are also good for? When you go to the gym and you change clothes and you don't want to put your clothes in a bag that completely holds that sweat and odor in. When I was doing my swimming at the Y, was the first market bag that I made, and I made it for that purpose. So when I took my bathing suit off, I didn't have to completely conceal it in a bag that was going to hold that odor in. And I mean, even though it's close, it takes no time for chlorine and sweat to start creating an odor. And even though I would come home and put it in the washing machine right away, if you don't have to deal with that for even that little bit of time, it's worth it. So we have the pink with the drawstring, picked by Oompa, and we have the black and grays with the drawstring, picked by Pete. 31 each. We have 3 minutes left to bid. Don't forget we got Mother's Day coming up. But like I said, anything that I've shown, if you want to see them at a later date, later time, if you want to talk about them, something made in a different color, just reach out and let me know. I have no problems with that at all. None. I guess you know by now that I love to crochet. I absolutely love to crochet. Excuse me. Ooh, throat was mega dry. Okay. Okay. Hi, I understand. I understand. Yes. The grandkids are doing good. I mean, they still argue and fight every day, but they're okay. They're okay. They're okay. And then the second grandson is doing well. He's not human, y'all. The second grandson is a turtle, a box turtle. This little booger, bless his heart, and he's got to get a booger name because I got yellow booger and beige booger, so he's got to be brown booger. They are doing very well. I'm gonna tell you about that a little bit. But when I go in the kitchen to make my coffee or go in for whatever reason I'm going in, Sonic is the turtle's name. He will stop. He recognizes my voice and my daughter's voice. And whichever way we're going, whenever we talk to them, he turns in that direction. He acknowledges us. So he's doing well too. The babies have, I'm sorry, the babies have gotten slip stitched down really, 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 really well. So now they're doing the finger chains. So they're doing really, really, really well. They really are. I'm loving the fact that I can show them like once, maybe twice, and they just go with it. I gave each one of them their own string. They have to work with their string. The my granddaughter is like a fashion designer. Lots of times she'll come get string and she'll turn it into an outfit for one of her dolls. So I told her, I said, this is your crochet string. If you decide to use it on your doll, baby, this is all you have. We're not getting more until we reach a certain point. So they're both holding up. They have a special place that they keep their yarn, and they know to wound it up at the end of the night or when they're done with it and they put it up. So they're doing really well. Okay. Last 10-15 second call for the medium market bags. Going for 31 each. Okay. So now we have this beautiful baby blue large market bag. And it is also closed in very much at the bottom. Lacy at the top. No drawstring. We have a strap. We have a strap. And the opening bid for this one is $39. Just $39, y'all. Like I said, Mother's Day is coming up. El Cinco de Mayo, which happens to be my oldest daughter's birthday. So this one, instead of the drawstring, would remain open. But of course, you control how open by how you wear it. I also have a lot of friends who have made bags for before who forage around the area. I live in everywhere I've lived here in Virginia, it's been close to the beach. So the areas, the wooded areas not too far from the beach, grow certain vegetations or sometimes you have the seaweed that comes up onto the beach that they forage from. So this also is sugar and cream, 100% cotton. All of my bags were made with the J hook. And my bottoms are generally either half double crochet or the thermal half double crochet. Seaweed is seaweed is per choice. Seaweed is definitely per choice because it is not my thing. Seaweed is one reason I don't eat sushi. It's not the sushi itself that I don't like. It's the seaweed that's used to bond it. Oh, mm-mm. No, thank you. Mm-mm. But yeah, one of the bags that I made when we first moved here. I made it in blue. He did not want cotton. He wanted acrylic. I made it in acrylic. Um, the only problem I didn't care for making it in acrylic is the fact that the strap would stretch. But he creatively, as the strap stretches, uses it to tie off the top of the bag. He's my holistic distributor. So I get a lot of my oils and natural remedies from him, but he still uses his bag faithfully. And then he had me to make 5 more for several of his patrons. And each one of them are still using theirs. I had never heard of a wild string bean until I met a young lady that he had me to make one of the bags for. And when she came in to pick up her bag, she had a plastic bag and she was like, I'll be so happy when I can find me a bag, because I don't like putting it in this plastic. And, we're having conversation about it. And when she pulled them out, they are she had me to taste one and they're kind of sweet. They're really, I mean, of course they eat them raw, but they're kind of sweet. They're sweeter than a regular pole bean or string bean. They're very full and thick. And she said the only thing is that they don't cook well. Um, she says it's like cooking spinach. Once you get them hot enough, they just like shrivel right up. So I wouldn't know. The ones that I had were raw and they were really, really, really tasty. She said lots of times you can find them around bodies of water. I don't forage, so I wouldn't know. But 39, y'all. 39. We got 2 minutes left. I missed what you said before, love. What's the yucks for? Are you talking about the seaweed? Oh, cooked spinach is the best. Oh my God, spinach is my absolute favorite vegetables. And it has been since I was a child, before I even started telling people that I was related to Popeye. Okay, we're done with the large bag. We have one more bag to show. I love this bag because it's absolutely huge. It is Huge. It is the huge market bag. It is pink. We did a tutorial for this one. It's pink and pretty, and it's textured, not just closed in at the bottom. Look at the base of this bag, y'all. Look at that. You see how wide that is? Oh my goodness, your whole family could go work out. And you could put everybody's clothes in here and bring it home and just toss it in the wash. There's no drawstring to hold it in. As it washed, the pieces would come out. Everything would be getting washed together. You don't have to come in and you just, or fresh or cooked spinach is the best. If I told y'all my favorite meal, y'all would have me sitting in somebody's doctor's office. But my doctor agrees with it. My doctor agrees with it. I have two actually. And if you can't cook me one, cook me the other one. And I'll be your best friend for life. But look at the base of this bag. This is like half of it. See? Just flipped it over to the other half. That is massive. This is going for $45. It's airy in the middle and at the top, all the way through to the top. You have a strap for carrying. It is just long enough that you can take it on your shoulder and you could forage. It's a beauty. It is a beauty. Okay. My favorite meals. The one that, well, nobody likes my favorite meal. So my absolute favorite meal is grilled pan-seared liver with grilled onions and gravy with mashed potatoes and spinach, topped off with sweet tea. The best. A lot of people don't like liver. I love liver. Liver and spinach together. Perfect combination. Trying to tell you. My second favorite meal, this is the one that everybody says, and when you eat it, go straight to the hospital. I got to have collard greens with smoked turkey in it, potato salad, spoon cornbread, and pig feet cooked to perfection. I'm a country girl, and my drink has to be homemade lemonade. I'm a country girl. Yes. We used to take care of hogs. Process them. Section them. Blanch them. Freeze them. Cook them. Eat them. Yeah. Everything from the rooter to the tutor. Although I was never big on pigtails and pig ears. I was never big on those. So we still have a huge bag here. We're down to like the last call. Mother's Day, guys. Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Which one, Lana? The pig feet or the liver? Okay, we're going down to the wire, and then I'm going to take you all on a field trip. No, no liver. Okay. Okay. I get it. I'm a weird one. Let me tell you something else that's weird about me. You know how we used to always play house and mommy and daddy and all that good stuff when we were coming up? None of the kids in the neighborhood could be daddy if I were mommy. If I got chosen to be mommy, none of the boys in the neighborhood could be daddy. None of the girls could play the role of daddy. None of that. Because from a little girl, Fred Flintstone has always been my husband. Oh my goodness. I told you I was going to tell you more about me. Trying to see if I could turn the screen around, but it's not going to let me do that. So I'm going to have to do this a different way. But we're going to come over here. We're going on a little field trip. Y'all going to see me limping. I apologize. But I have to show it to you like this. Now, these three paintings, all of these were done by my family. This one is by my son, the painter. That one is by my daughter, the math teacher. That one, y'all, was done by my mother. My daughter and my son took my mother to her first paint and sip. And they all have the same components in them. And my sons and my daughters look just about the same. But my mom's got all the components in hers, but it looks totally different. So it was how she interpreted what was said. And then the last part of our little field trip, I took pictures, like I said, but it was in my phone. And I couldn't. That's an abstract by my son. He's the artist. That's another one by him. I like the crosses in it. I think we counted a total of 17 crosses when we finally stopped and counted. Now, this one right here, this is the one I call jukebox. I don't know, for some reason I see two people, no, juke joint, I'm sorry. I see two people dancing in a juke joint. This is the one that I want to crochet. I want to make a blanket out of a portion of this. I haven't figured out which portion yet, but I want to make a blanket out of it. Yep, that's what I want to do. Oh boy. Uh, so I can tell you all that preceding our meeting today for lunch, I had shrimp fried rice and chicken wings. Whew. And for the drink, we had Kool-Aid, the red kind. Oh boy. My son, the paintings that I showed you in the hallway, all of those were done by my son. He's the artist. He's the one that went to school for art, and he got his master's. So he has done album covers for celebrities, book covers, on the cover of my book, even. I was trying to see if I had one close to me because I can't get up again right now. I've done a little bit too much and I'm kind of winded. But I'm sorry. Opa,
Yeah.
I need you to go look in my closet and bring me one of my books, please.
Okay.
Be careful.
Just one book?
Yes,
I think you want this one.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What? You're recording?
I know I am. They're so excited. They see me on TV and in front of me. You didn't close the door back, baby. So the young man on the cover of the book, that's my son. He's the artist. He's the one that is right there. That's the self-portrait of him. He's the hi. Oh boy. I am sorry. How are you, Angie? Whew. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, the one on the bottom, Lana. That's my son. And this is my book. This is my novel. See? Proof is right there. That's my name. I don't think I have a picture in this one. The ones that were self-published, I have my picture in them. Uh, Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I forgot what I was saying. Oh boy. No, but my son has done artwork for celebrities. And thank you. Thank you. It's funny because, and I'm going to give you all a little bit of homework. If you remember my son, um, I want you to look up. As a matter of fact, I will post a picture in my post. So either later on today or tomorrow, I want y'all to make sure y'all look at my post. I'm going to show you side by side. Does anybody know who Malcolm Jamal Warner is? Malcolm Jamal Warner was Leo Huxtable. He was the son in the Cosby Show. He and my son looked like they could be brothers. And I mentioned that when I talked to my son last week. And I said, you two look like y'all are related. And he was like, yeah, and I hate that. And I hate the fact that I resemble Busta Rhymes too. And I'm like, well, Busta Rhymes would have to be my brother. And I guess Malcolm Jamal Warner would have to be my nephew. But they are strikingly similar. As a matter of fact, my oldest daughter met Busta Rhymes and has permission to call him uncle. And when he saw a picture of my son, he was like, that could be my son. She said, well, that's my brother, my mama's son. So you can't claim. Okay, baby, I understand. I love you too. And thank you again, Lana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, we are approaching that 4 o'clock hour. I know I said 4:30 and maybe beyond. I didn't know that we could have that much fun in this little bit of time. I appreciate Theo. You're right. I said Leo, but it's Theo. Um, yes, yes. He played in several other things. Um, Eddie, what was it? Malcolm and Eddie. He and Eddie Griffin had a show. Yeah, and he sings well. He does poetry, but he and my son look an awful lot alike, especially when they wear their fedoras. They could go for twins. But my son was like, no, I don't like the fact that I look like them. He was like, have you followed Buster? Have you seen the kind of trouble he's in? I was like, baby, what celebrity is not getting in trouble now? You know, people are looking for things to pin on people. That's part of the life that you live, living that kind of life. You know, and I had to make him remember why I backed that, because I was pursuing a music career at one point in my life. And I had to walk away from it. You know, you get those people who, when they don't have access to you, they start rumors about you. You get those other people that do have access to you and they want more access than they have permission to have. I'm sorry, but my mama told me that all of me belonged to me. Nobody else had permission to do that. So, and I was told by my manager, that's so and so. He's paying for this to happen. He's not paying for this. He's paying for you to lay some tracks and us to sing, not to have his way with people. That's not how I work. So as quickly as I happened into it and I happened out of it, no, I happened into it and I hopped out of it. I did. So singing in church, singing up here, singing around the house, I'm perfectly happy with that. I am. Doesn't hurt anybody. And it doesn't mean that people can take advantage simply because they want to, or they think their money can buy something. Nope. Nope. But yes, this is my life. As I said before, everybody, honestly, I'm going to put it down here again. PayPal. That is my PayPal info. And if for some reason you don't catch this, don't feel bad, because it is listed in my post as well. It is also listed in the description of me. Any videos that I do, it's in the description box under there as well. So that's my Cash App. That is my PayPal. Yep, my Cash App and my PayPal are right there. Anything that I've shown today, if you missed anything and you see it on the replay and you want to ask me about it, you're interested in purchasing it, you want something like it but in a different color, um, let me know. Reach out and let me know. The PayPal, that is my email address, so you can reach me that way as well. So We can make something happen. We really can. I appreciate you guys for hanging in here with me. I love each and every one of you. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I do ask that you share the videos. That is the biggest way we gain new subscribers. And also let them know when they subscribe and they see that little bell, please hit the one with the dimples so that you always know when I'm dropping fresh new content. Also, leave comments. Any videos of mine that you watch, especially the ASL videos, I am a firm believer that if the world could learn to communicate better, that we wouldn't have as many problems as we have. A lot of our problem is lack of communication. Therefore, I am learning and I'm teaching ASL, letters and hand signs, a few at a time. We're getting ready to go into numbers and colors. And it's because I am of the hearing impaired community. If you watch my videos, you'll learn my story. It's not that I can't hear, I'm not totally deaf, but I'm very close to it. I do a lot of lip reading. I do a lot of listening to voice inflections. So that's where we are. I'm learning and teaching sign language. Please leave comments. If I go too fast in the lessons and you want more help, more personalized help, here again, you can reach out. I'm more than happy to be there and to help in whatever way I can. Like I said, I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate you for helping me to celebrate 365 days with you all through YouTube. I am really, really tickled about that. I have stuck it out for a year. That just means that the next year I'm going to push a little harder. I'm going to put my nose to the grind a little more, and I'm going to make better content for you all because seeing that you all enjoying it brings me pleasure and joy as well. And it just opens my heart that much more. And the love that I have received from y'all makes it easy for me to spread more love. It's like Miss C says when you come into her cottage, you come in, bring your bucket, we fill it up with love. And as you go out, you spread the love. You all have truly helped to keep my bucket full of love. So it's easy for me to go out here and spread love everywhere I go. Those are two of the three things I think we're missing in society: lack of communication and lack of love. So I'm doing my, and the other one is peace. Peace, peace, peace. I think that's why God put me here on earth. Peace, peace, love, and communication. I think those are my missions, and I do everything I can to see them happen. I try to bring you laughter and fun when I come, but I'm human. I'm going to share with you those hard days, and it's not because I want to bring you down. It's because I want you to see in the next video, it got better. I stayed here. I stayed fast. I pushed my way through. And I want you to know that if I can do it, you can push too. I'm not saying that you have to do the same thing that I do to get the results that I get. I'm just telling you that it's possible to see those greener pastures, whether they be your own or another place for you. You can make that happen. You just have to persevere. And that's another one of my missions, to let you know that you can do this and you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. I'm a big girl. I can handle a lot. Come on now. But like I always tell you, and I will tell you again, and I will continue to tell you always, be bold, be brave, be of love, and behave. I love you guys. You have an awesome weekend. I'm getting ready to get back into my red Kool-Aid and eat a little bit more of my shrimp fried rice and another piece of a chicken wing. And then I'm gonna get onto making this happen. I already started it. I started building the foundation row of double crochet, and I'm doing the simple block stitch. And I think I decided that my other color is going to be white for this. And I am going to make this happen. So that is my mission for the rest of the day. I love, I love you guys. I love you. In sign language and in words. Bye bye. You too, love. Thank you, Andrew, for being here. Joan, Lana, um, woo, of course, Michelle, Jen, everybody who popped in. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So much, so much, so much. And Lana and Michelle, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. I won't say to the moon and back because my love goes far beyond the moon. So I love you to eternity and beyond. Take care, you guys.